On today's episode of the Biz Talk, we're going to get into promotions. Should you run promotions? Should you not run promotions? I think you should. Tracy thinks you shouldn't. I think we both bring some interesting points to the table. Check out who you agree with. Let's get into this right now on the Biz Talk. All right, Tracy. We had this discussion about 10 minutes ago. We were talking about running promotions in the salon,
right?
Potentially.
Yes.
And I think it's a good idea to maybe run promotions. And so I was going along telling Tracy, you should run promos, you should offer your clients, specials on blah, 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 maybe a gel service, maybe acrylic service, whatever it is. And she just stone cold looked at me and said, there's no need. And so we kind of agree and disagree in different ways, but I want to hear, first of all, Tracy's take on this. Why do you think you shouldn't run promotions, Tracy, for your customers?
Well, I had questions, which I always have questions.
Okay, you did, and we dove into those questions, but off the bat, like I actually think I disagree with you overall on this. I think I do. Yeah, I thought about it. So tell us first.
You thought about it in the bathroom. You thought about it.
I did, but I literally did. But like, I think you need to state your point first. Like, okay. Generally speaking, why do you think nail technicians shouldn't run promotions for their clients, or why didn't you? Just explain it, and then so people can understand, then we'll get into it.
Well, what I asked was, one, do I have a full clientele?
Yes, you have a full clientele.
Two, am I trying to bring clientele into my salon?
Well, let's just go with you have a full clientele.
Okay.
Do you run promotions?
No.
Okay. I disagree with you.
Okay.
But I think it would be nice for customers to every once in a while get a special on a service. I don't think you should like shut them off and be like, you know what, I've got a full clientele. There's no reason for me to run a special on their existing service that they're getting. Mm-hmm. And I think it would be nice for a customer every once in a while to get, like, they walk in the door and it's like, hey, today you're getting 20% off for no reason at all, just because you're my customer.
Hurts. Okay, so I had 60 plus clients a week.
Uh-huh.
How much am I giving away that week?
Okay, but
see what I'm saying? It's like this is income that I rely on. I have a full clientele. Now, what we were talking about, maybe like if there was art and a customer didn't like art or I was trying to encourage my clients to get art, doing an art design on promo, I could see doing that. But like just knocking the money off my service, no. What
about it's their birthday and every year you do a promotion for them on their birthday and you treat them? You don't think that's a nice... I
could see that being nice.
Okay.
But I couldn't see going, all my clientele this week are getting X amount off.
Not this week, this month.
No. No.
I
got a vacation to pay for. I got insurance to pay for. I got food to pay for.
I understand that.
So to do that's a big chunk of my money.
Okay, I understand that, but here's my thing. I hear what you're saying, okay? I could not imagine not running promotions for our customers. Like, we have acrylic customers, right? And what do we do once a year? We do buy one, get one free on nail liquids just once a year.
But that also encourages new clients. We're trying to obtain new clients and expand the purchasing of existing clients that maybe aren't always using our liquids. So how do we encourage that? We give deals, we give promos.
Correct.
My clientele is set. I can no longer take any more clients. Do you see what I'm saying?
I see.
And
I
depend on my income per month. That's like me telling you this month I'm going to work for 20% off. Mm-mm. I need that money. You need to drop my money into my check account.
That's not what I'm saying. I think there's an assumption that your clientele is always going to be there. always going to be there.
Absolutely. Like you have
have that assumption?
No, absolutely that they're going to leave. I mean,
Right.
move, or
Right.
sometimes they want to try something new.
Right. Or try another nail technician, or the competition down the street could be very fierce. And of course, we always encourage your services should be there, and you shouldn't discount your prices normally. And I don't think you should, but I'm saying every once in a while you run a promo for your clients, like as a, hey, thank you. Or on the flip side, what about giving them a gift once a year?
I was just going to say, at the end of the year, I always gave a gift.
What did you give them?
It just depends. It could have been like rose oil or I did wine.
A lotion. You gave them wine.
I gave them wine.
That's a nice gift.
Special clients.
Okay.
But that was, that was budgeted, and I figured it out. And this is I want to show appreciation. And my clients were always, showed me appreciation. But to give a discount.
Okay.
That could hurt my bottom line.
So let's meet in the middle here.
Okay.
So I feel like we're meeting in the middle. Like you actually did that. You actually gave them gifts, and okay.
At the end of every year.
Okay, so I think that's a almost non-negotiable. Like you have to do something for your customers, your existing customer base, even though you're right. It's different than young nails. Like with young nails, our customer, like there's no limit, right? We don't really max out, so to speak. Whereas as a nail technician, you're going to max out, right? You're going to cap. But I think still you have to do something for your existing clientele, because if you never do anything for them, like any type of promotion, whether it's a gift with purchase, is essentially what you're doing.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. There's ways of showing your appreciation to your customers, not just by providing a great service,
right?
But those little things, or maybe it's like, you know what? I did that extra glitter, but don't worry about it today. I loved what I did. Little things like that. But to go something that's going to drastically affect my income for the month.
80% off.
And what you were saying is right. Clients leave or they move.
Or they try something else.
Honestly, when you have a full clientele like I did, I had at least a list of 5 people.
Waiting to get in.
In.
Well, but you're, okay, so maybe not 20% off. But you're thoughtfully providing a value of some sort outside of like your service and your skill and your art and your amazing nails and the amazing products that you used. Young Nails.
Little plug
there, but plugging my own.
Hashtag sponsored.
This podcast is sponsored by Young Nails Incorporated. Just had to put that out there. So ridiculous.
It's late.
It is late, yeah. But you are doing something, you're giving value. You're considering them. Okay, so I think, generally speaking, you need to do that in your business in nail tech. Like that to me is like, maybe it's not your textbook promotion, but it is a promotion of some sort where you're not making it feel like one, but it's a gift with purchase, and you're doing that for your clients every year, which is awesome.
I like the birthday thing. That I would do that every once in a while for clients.
Right?
Like, it's your anniversary.
Here you go.
I wouldn't tell them until I was done.
Sure.
Because I don't want it to be expected. But happy anniversary. If you want to do that, that's something you can do without it eating into your funds.
Sure.
So
of course. Okay, that's cool. And now let's talk about the other type, which I think you were leading into, which is you want to get them onto art. Okay, so we hear this all the time, right? We hear constantly about nail technicians saying that won't fly in my neck of the woods.
It's not going to work.
It's not going to work. Art. I have a very conservative clientele, so we hear that all the time.
And believe me, I've been in those types of towns, and it can be true. It's just getting them to taste it. Once they taste it,
it can be game over.
Yeah,
right?
It's addicting at that point.
So I would even stretch it and go, okay, first of all, wear it. You have to wear it weekly. You want to get them onto art, you wear it, right? Yeah. And then run a promotion where you give it to them. So you charge them your normal set, and then maybe what do you think about this? You do an accent nail, just one, and you say, this is on the house.
Yep.
I'm going to do an accent nail. Normally I would charge $5, or if I'm going to do 2 glitters, I would charge $10 for this. But this is on the house. I want you to experience, and I want you to kind of see the reactions. And you can do nail art,
That's
right?
the big part.
The reactions.
The reactions.
Yes.
Because they might go away going, oh, I'm not sure. But when they get those comments about their nails,
I love your nails.
It makes you feel good. It
Yeah.
really does. So
Yeah.
they're going to get addicted to that, and past that, if they want it, they can pay for it.
Right. Absolutely. I think that's a great way to get them onto nail art, and to run a promotion where maybe once or twice a year in that month or for a few weeks span, you're basically openly telling your clients, look, pick your own nail art. I'm going to do it for free. Let's get you on it. I think you'd probably get them on it.
Or create a custom look, like 3 different looks for the month, and go, these are at this special price. Right. And that's something, because we've been doing those How Much
videos
series. And I love those. And a lot of people are like, I can't charge that.
Yeah. We see that.
I'm not trying to say that you have to charge that. I'm saying the potential's there.
Right.
But you got to figure out what is good income for you.
Right.
Maybe it's not charging $90 for the set. Maybe it's charging $60.
Right.
Maybe it's doing that $175 set that we were showing, putting it on promo for $85 that month. As long as you're still making a good income, that's all I'm trying to stress to people is please charge what you're worth.
Yeah. You know what's interesting about that, Trace, is I think there was one comment specifically where somebody said, if I charge this amount, I would go broke in my neighborhood. And I actually replied to her and I said, what about increasing your service price $5? What about that? What about that? Like
I said, if I had a minimum of 60 clients, or let's just say 40, let's say you have 40 and you increase $5, that's not a big deal to the customer, but that's huge for your income.
Huge.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have, are you saying a clientele of 60,
I'm talking about per week.
Oh yeah.
That
per
I'm
week.
seeing per week.
Okay. So, that's $300 a week.
Yeah. That's huge.
Times 52 weeks in a year is 15 grand. Is my math right? Sorry. Oh my God. Where's my phone?
It's late.
This is really awful. It's a lot of money, basically. You're going $5 times.
There's people right now screaming at us.
It's like $5,000. I think it's like $5,000. I know. Somewhere around $5,000. That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money that is instantly in your pocket. And so please don't tell me you can't raise your prices $5 per service. So you may not be able to get that 175. Fine. Do it slowly.
Right. And then start charging for the glitters. Okay. So maybe don't increase your base price right now. Just charge for the additionals.
Correct.
And then you can do those little promos, look of the month or whatever it is. But I think that's so important for people to understand is we're not saying if you're not charging this, you're not doing it right.
Right. And by the way, I think it's 15 grand because I just realized it's 50 weeks times.
You could tell I'm not even trying. I'm not even trying.
It drives me crazy. I think it's 15 grand. That's a lot of freaking money. So I love that idea all around. This idea of promotions. At the end of the day, you need to have something. And I'd be curious to know, what are you doing for your clients? What promotions are you running? Are you doing an aggressive like monthly thing that I stated? Probably not. If you are, let us know. I'd be curious to know. Or are you doing something more like what Tracy did, which was she would shower her clientele with gifts at least once a year. Are you doing a birthday thing? Are you doing nail art and just giving it to them for free to try it so that you get them on that service? Let us know in the comments below. We want to hear all about it, and that way we can share ideas with each other.
Did we agree or disagree?
We met halfway.
Halfway. Perfect.
We met halfway. So I think we're talking about the same thing. I was going way aggressive and Shocking. Exactly. I think in the end, we met halfway. Oh. So cheers, Tracy.
Oh, cheers.
And with that, say thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week on the Biz Talk.